Good day, everyone, and welcome to Main TV. My name is Ayodele Dolapo Elizabeth, and on today's show, we'll be talking about the importance of maintenance culture when it comes to aquaculture practices. Thank you, Mr. Samuel. Before we go ahead with today's discussion, can you please tell us a bit about Aqua Technology Limited?
All right, Mr. Elizabeth, thank you so much. At AquaOrg, as the name implies, aquaculture organization, we are majorly sent to organize the aquaculture industry, and we are doing that using three arms, which is through training, through talent, and through data. Because in aquaculture today, the industry lack organized data, and that is why they have issue around financing, getting access to credit, loans, and all of that. And that is one of the aspects of what we solve. And one of the major issues is around talent. You see farmers, fish farmers complain that this person handling my operations is doing this stuff in a bad way, and that is why training is an important part of what we do. We train talent and deploy them to farms to work with farmers. Right. So this is a brief of what we do
So,
at
how
that.
would you describe the term maintenance culture in aquaculture practices?
All right. So when we talk about maintenance culture in the context of aquaculture, it means that both preventive and care. I mean, um, treatment, both preventive and treatment of whatever happens. So it's not just about preventing them when they occur. It's also about anticipating that this issue might arise in your farm, in your fish farm, and you already put structures in place to ensure that that stuff, whether it is your infrastructure, whether it is your pond, whether it is your equipment, is sustainably used, right? Sustainably used. So maintenance now can be equated to sustainability because it is both an action, it is action taken towards maximizing profitability in your farm and reducing losses.
So, Mr. Sam already said maintenance culture is really essential when it comes to aquaculture practices. So, why is maintenance culture important in fish farming?
Yeah, I said it earlier already that maintenance determines sustainability, right? So it is so much important because maintenance, when it's not done, is one of the number one profit killer when it comes to fish farming. Many farmers ignore it, and because it's not in our culture, I was reviewing a video last week with my community, and I tell them that, you know, can they mention, the person was saying, can they mention a word for maintenance in their local language? It is not there. They can't. But when it comes to repair, I need to share all this kind of stuff. But then maintenance is so much important that it can determine whether a business is going to be sustainable or not. If you don't maintain, like doing water check regularly, feeding when you're supposed to feed, harvesting of pond mud when you're supposed to do that, when it comes to eating pond structure, or when it comes to maintaining structures around concrete ponds, tarpaulins, those that have like 10 years tensile strength like that, you need to be aware of them. You need to be proactive. You need to think ahead to know that, okay, if I don't do this, if I don't maintain this, there's no way I can be sustainable, right? There's no way I can last long in the business. And that is why maintenance culture is very needed to be imbibed in talent that works for farmers. Because if farmers are not present themselves, if they don't train their staff on maintenance culture, there's no one to actually handle their business to last longer. So maintenance culture is so much vital when it comes to the context of aquaculture.
For sustainability in fish farming, maintenance culture is really important. So, Mr. Sam, what are the regular checks to ensure that the fish pond remain healthy?
All right, speaking of regular checks, I mean, is not a rocket science. Of course, every farmer knows this. You have to check your water quality, you have to check your feeding routine, talent, or your workers doing that regularly, or even though it is you yourself, you have to know that you should feed your fish regularly. You have to also read the pond environment, the pond dikes. You have to take care of it, right? And in terms of water quality check now, you have the pH, you have the temperature, you have the ammonia, you have the nitrite. I remember that I threw the question in my community and I said that which of the following is the best management practices when it comes to aquaculture? Is it that you should change water 2 to 3 days? Is it that you should change water when you observe that they are dirty, or you should change water when you have tested the water quality to know what is wrong with this water, and if it is temperature that is high, if it is pH that is low, then you know, let me change water or do this um preventive practice to bring it back to normal so that my fish can be in an healthy environment, right? So, and you know, a lot of people are saying, I should change water 2 to 3 days, do this. So these are like irregular stuff that you need to do. You need to check your water quality. You need to maintain your pond health, because that is the immediate ecosystem that is housing the ecosystem of your fish, the water and the pond. So that's the basic. I think that's the basic to maintain a fish farm to be sustainable.
So are there any new technology for maintenance to be easier for fish
All
farmers?
right. So yes, there are technologies that are all over there, but majorly they are not effective, and that is where we come in at Aqua Technologies. We are currently developing an app called Smarter that will help farmers make informed decisions, also monitor and maintain their records, their pond activities, their feeding activities, in a way that they can actually get their yield calculated correctly. You know, I attended a training by SEC yesterday, and in that training, I met with one of the industry experts, that is Dr. Remy Ahmed, and I asked around record, what do you think about what record keeping can do in this sector? And he said it can do a whole lot more, because one of the issues is that the industry are not organized when it comes to record, and this is where maintenance culture is not in place. And because there are no proper record keeping being done, there's that maintenance culture that has not really been seen in the traces of aquaculture, and the sustainability of aquaculture is just looking like it's going down the lane. But now, if by January, when our application is out, we'll be able to now imbibe this culture, even partnership with IPMC work to actually elevate this technology that we're bringing on board. Yeah.
For the last question of the day, how do you think we can create awareness for maintenance culture among fish farmers?
Okay, yes. Main ten ance culture can be promoted. Of course, we have our platform Pescademy under our call that we're already using to promote the culture of main ten ance around training. Like I said, we stand for three things: training, talent, and data. And we so much value training, because we've even trained over 1,000 youths in Africa at the moment. And we are also doing that. We are coming up with crazy curriculum, and I mean crazy curriculum, for the next year 2026 around maintenance and also monitoring. When you say monitoring, I mean record keeping, data solutions around you being able to track what you are doing sustainably, right? So, and partnership too, in partnership with people that are training, like Pescademy is there. You can partner with you guys at IPMC to promote this maintenance culture among farmers. We have the network, we have the platform, can bring you guys on board to promote maintenance culture, as it were. So yes, I think that is that on how we can promote maintenance culture.
Thank you, Mr. Sam, for this beautiful insight. I believe our viewers have learned one thing or the other, and we would love to have you again on our show. So, thank you for watching this show. Till next time, and do not forget to subscribe on our channel, Main TV. Thank you.